Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festus 67's Workshop, and welcome to issue number 25 of Build, the legendary cyborg ROBOCOP from our wonderful friends over at Fanhome. Yes. Right, in this issue, it says the long road to ROBOCOP 2. It says here, when success has its disadvantages. It says ROBOCOP quickly made back the money it cost to produce, and therefore it was not difficult to guess what would be the next step for the production company. Orion Pictures to begin work on a sequel and thus follow a trend that was already common in the Hollywood of the 80s. And there it is, ROBOCOP 2, looking rather menacing, isn't he? Strikes, drafts, and a bit of improvisation there. So they did quite a bit on the concept of the second film, and there was a mix between humour and political correctness. Yes, and it also says it was the arrival of Frank Miller, the first cinematic experience of Frank Miller, the renowned artist and comic book writer, was also the beginning of his long relationship with the cyborg cop. There you go, folks. So yes, this is where he made his breakthrough. Here's some more info on what we've got today. We're starting assembly of the hip joints, external supports and things like that. So we will need our leg back on shot. There's all the different pieces that are going in and the concise instructions on telling you how this goes together. Quite a bit of stuff going in this one there, so just study your diagrams, familiarize yourself with the pictures and the orientation of things, because this is crucial now when we start doing these joints, that when it comes to the latter part of the assembly, you kind of want to make sure that these are accurate, and it then tells you whereabouts on your ROBOCOP this is all going. Yes, it says the origin of the autonomous car, how Ernst Dickmann's revolutionised the industry. Yes, this is all the sensors on modern vehicles, GPS and all of that lot, that smart motorways and roads that are coming in around the world now. So yes, it's quite a big project, and they're hoping that with all of this technology, cars can actually get closer on the road. It reduces congestion. But again, you've got the safety aspect. You've got to prepare for the unexpected. Companion robots, everything, something less than humans, something more than machines. Yes, it is a big thing where you had Abo, the robot dog. You've got Paro, a Japanese robot designed to perform therapeutic functions. Yeah, as it says, the betrayal of the servant. There are many versions of the Frankenstein complex. The perception that was created might turn against its creator. Goes back to Cyberdyne systems, doesn't it? The Terminator movies. Man creates machines that become better than man, and yeah. This is the robot Neo by Aldebaran Robotics, a company based in Paris and part of the Japanese group SoftBank. And it is remarkable, and the role that robotics has started to play in prosthetics is a thing as well. So people that have unfortunately lost a limb or whatever, especially hands, the mechanisms now that control the robotic hands, artificial hands, is phenomenal. So I hope it continues and it benefits the patients that need all of that, because it's a wonderful thing. Right, we've got our bag of parts for this issue, so we'll get these open. When we come back, they'll be laid out on the bench and we'll be ready to go. Right, that's the parts all laid out that we're going to be using today. Right, it says 25A, which is this big old piece here. So it says grab hold of that. Let's just check the orientation. Yeah, so we want it with the L at the top there. Okay. You then want 25C to go through in there, like so, so that it pokes out, so it looks like a light switch. Do you remember the old light switches in the old house, especially in the UK? That's what you're after, okay? Right, grab yourself 25B, which is this, okay, and spin it around so that you got this peg at the bottom like that, okay. And then you want 25D, which is the bigger one of these two little cups. So you want to grab that, pop it in there like so, okay. And then grab the smaller one, 25E, and put that in the middle of it like that. So you've got a pair sat in there, okay. That's what you want there. You then want to grab your section here, and whilst holding that in your hand, you want to spin this and join them both together. That's what you want to do, okay. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. So I'm going to have it that way because the little peg goes in this middle hole, and then these three holes will go over these, okay. So you want it with the L back at the top, and you're going to need some EP screws. So I'm going to put one on my little claw just so that I can have it ready to locate, because this is going to be a little bit fiddly, folks, okay. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on there and try and get at least one of these in position. So whilst holding those, trying to keep them cups engaged, I want to try and get that peg lined up, okay. Oh, I really can't see that. Try that. That's got it. Okay. So I'm happy with that. That's now clicked that pin into place. So I'm going to leave the claw on, purely and simply because I want to get the two bottom screws in, then I shall back out the top one, put that back in with a screwdriver. But it just enabled me to keep my thumb on the bottom there to pop that pin in place. There you go. I can grab that one, do the same there, just like that. Like that. Then we can back that out and then pop the screw in with a screwdriver. There you go. It says, once fitting, taking care that the friction blocks don't fall out, place and tighten a 3 EP to join the parts together. Tighten the screws gently until you notice it's difficult for you to move the ball joint. Okay, so we just need to go round and tighten these up bit by bit until it becomes difficult to move it. So you don't want it free flowing, but you don't want it unable to move. But you want it where you've got to put a bit of effort into it, like so. Okay, so we want to spin that now so that that's between those. I'm going to give that just a slight turn on all of them. There you go, and I'm happy with that because you've got the weight of the leg that this is holding on to. Okay, so that's that assembly done. Let's remove my slightly oily finger marks, and then we now want to grab our leg and attach this to this. Okay, so that's where it's going to go. So have your leg orientated that way round so that these lugs are facing the right way, and then this sits inside this ball like that. Okay, that's what you're looking at. Try and hold that in position because we're putting the screws through these two holes here. Okay, so I'm going to grab one and get one in if I can. I only want to do that a couple of turns because I want to get some oil on the next one. Like that. we can grab that and then line up the hole. Just like that. Pull my claw out. There you go. Puts up a little bit of a fight, but it will go. Okay. It's just getting the holes aligned whilst trying to hold everything in place. But now that's in, that's solid. So I'm happy. Okay. So persevere, folks. This is a little bit fiddly getting those two pegs lined up, but you will do it. It does pay to put your first hole or your first screw in. So that is this issue done. That's where we need to be. We've got our hip joint in place, like so. So there you go. Don't forget, folks, if you'd like to build this RoboCop along with me, click this link along here. Head over to the Fanhome website and subscribe to this beautiful, beautiful 1/3 scale. Yes, folks, 1/3 scale RoboCop. You will not be disappointed. Also, remember, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so that you get notifications of when these issues are going up on the channel, folks. And until the next time, stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now.